Hey you guys, my name is Brittany. I've been studying the Bible since April 2017, and when I first started, I didn't know anything about it. It was a lot of information, it was overwhelming, sometimes stressful. So I wanted to start a Bible for Beginners Bible study. This week we are starting on Proverbs. It is a book of wisdom written mostly by Solomon. It teaches us numerous things, how to be wise in the Lord and His words. Chapters 1 through 9 are about wisdom, which is sometimes personified as a woman, with her or she, or as me, like wisdom is speaking. And it tells how wisdom was created before everything in the world. It should be valued above everything also. It relates it to precious jewels, and if you ask for it, the Lord will give it to you. Much of the first 9 chapters also deal a lot with adultery, prostitutes, wayward women, and not being influenced by the wicked. Next are some one-line proverbs of Solomon. Each verse is a new proverb, and they basically cover everything in life, from money, happiness, false teachers, hardworking, love. Folly is mentioned a good many times, and it is the opposite of wisdom. So it's not like silliness, kind of like we use it today. It's more like not being wise, not really being stupid, just not, well, I guess kind of like being stupid, not using your wisdom. It's people who don't listen and take guidance. So it's like you can still be smart, but still have folly when you don't listen to those things. It can also mean people who are lazy or sluggish. And many proverbs talk about watching your temper and your emotions, not to let them overtake you. Many tell you to be humble and enjoy life, not to keep wishing for more. So be happy with what you have, kind of thing. And then are 30 sayings of the wise. And then back to more Proverbs of Solomon. And then you get to chapter 30, which is the sayings of Agur, who we don't know much about, but he was a weak and tired, simple man. He wasn't rich, he wasn't famous, he was just a simple man. But he knew God's wisdom, so he was rich in wisdom and was amazing and encourages people to live for God. Chapter 31 was written by King Lemuel, who some believe may have been fictional, or another name for another king such as Solomon. Either way, it was a poem about advice from his wise mother. The epilogue, hang on, let me look at my notes here. The epilogue is called the Proverbs 31 Woman. So a lot of women go to this verse to kind of see not how to live, but what their goal should be for a Christian woman. It's how she should behave, how she should keep her house running, how she should be aware of finances. She should be frugal, be there for her husband, be giving to the needy, and she should be crafty. It's a guide for women to try to help their household, especially when you're like me and you're a stay-at-home mom. a lot of times we don't feel like we are up to par with working women because we don't bring anything financial into the household. Now that financial is so concentrated on in the family, then we don't feel like we do anything for this family. But a Proverbs 31 woman doesn't really work either, but she still does so many things to keep her family in line and her family running smoothly. And she does contribute more than she thinks. And I think if a lot of stay-at-home moms would read the Proverbs 31 and try to be that woman, it would make their lives seem more meaningful to them to see all that they do actually accomplish. And that is the last proverb. And I think it was put last for a reason. I think that it is really important for women to find their way in life, in where they fit into the Bible, where they fit into Christianity and being in a Christian household. So I think that it ended on one of the most important ones for women. And I'll read you the last verse of that chapter. Honor her for all that her hands have done, and let her works bring her praise at the city gate. So with that, next week we will start Ecclesiastes, and that'll be week 40. So, hope you guys have a great week. God bless.